Hello, EdTech class. My name is Kristen Patterson, and I found a really good website for elementary science. It's called Science Bob. And on our website here, we have a couple of different things listed at the very top. There's an experiments tab, there's a science fair idea, science questions and answers, research help, videos, experiment blog, and about Science Bob. So one of the tabs that I clicked on was the experiments. And in the experiments, you can see here what is fun and what is more than happening now. So there's things down here that you can do with all levels and ages of science. One of the ones that I found the most fun to do for littler kids, probably second and third grade, maybe even first grade, is build a fizz in a bottle here, and it's called Build a Fizz Inflator, and it's where you can put a balloon on top of a 2-liter bottle that has vinegar and baking soda, and you can talk to the children in your class or students in your class about the reactions of when you mix vinegar and baking soda together. And on here on this website, it gives you great directions. So it tells you everything that you're going to need, it tells you what to do, and it also tells you why it works and what makes an experiment. It also gives you some questions to ask your students. What happens when you mix things together for that specific experiment. It also gives you some more ideas for that experiment as well on the very bottom of the page. So it's more from that site right there. It also gives you a PDF file to download so you can keep these in your file cabinet when you become a teacher. It also, right here, I thought this was very nice, it also gives you videos that you and your students can watch about different things here. It tells you about, it gives you an example right here about the fizz inflator. I'm going to go ahead and click on it, and it tells you a bunch of different things here, and it gives you some more instructions here for you. Let me go back to that video tab right there. And it's got different things that you can watch. It's got some different things about who Science Bob is and everything. I found this very interesting. It's got a lot of things like how to make slime and how to make the erupting volcano. It's got a lot on here to show you those basic things those basic things and experiments that kids are very curious about. And it's really hands-on as well once you start to get in here. There's a lot of different things on here. It's also got some research help. So if you are trying to research something for your older students, it's got some things on here about the planets. It's got some things on here about the water cycle, hurricanes. It's got a lot of things in here. I found this really interesting when I also looked it up for the core standards for different age groups and different grades. It's got a lot of things in here to incorporate in those different core things when they are learning those different standards and core things on here. It's also, if you're very interested too, if you don't have a science fair at your future school, you can have a mini science fair, and there's different science fair ideas down here at the bottom. You can do oobleck, you can do the levitating orb, the glass, the blobs in a bottle, and how to make a film canister rocket. Those are actually really helpful and neat. So, and this is where I kind of came out of my comfort zone. I didn't know a lot about the science stuff, so I thought that this would be really fun and hands-on because your students are going to learn with things that are more hands-on. And you can go visit the science store that's up here. You don't have to have any sort of login or any sort of credentials to be in here. You don't have to be a teacher. You can search this on your just on your iPad. I just typed in sciencebob.com and it came up. So this is what I found as a good app for teachers to have elementary and middle school.